It was a good game, and the bit about today's final was that uh, the youngsters from Olila were hungrier. I think they wanted it more. It could be seen in the way they bowled, the way they fielded, the way they are running between the wickets. They really wanted to break the chains. They've been losing Soroti City twice in a row. So today, I think Soroti City took it for granted. They were a bit slow, and it came back to haunt them. But on the side of the chairman, Soroti Academy, who's on both sides, for us, but the fact that we got two teams in the final was a win for us. So it was very tough for me to choose who to support. I just enjoyed the game of it today. They are sisters. They look like they are. When the game ends, they shake hands, but deep down, people are hurt. Everyone wanted to win, and you could see it in the way they kept throwing jabs at each other during the games. So this derby is on. The smiles are on the surface, but deep down, the one that loses feels very, very hurt because it's this derby is about bragging rights. So it's the first time that they've lost them, so it is really hurting deep down. But kudos to Olila. They play today and deserve all the bragging rights. But I believe the Soroti is nursing and will work hard and come back stronger. 10 years ago, we never saw this happening, but this for us to come up with ladies clubs, the idea came out in 2016 when our players used to play for other clubs. They were not being given an opportunity to play the way they're not playing their roles. Someone comes to play for a club in Kampala as a batter, but ends up not batting. Then the ones who are playing as bowlers are not bowling. So this hit us and forced us as a board to think of how can we come up with our own clubs so that we have total control of our players. And that was in 2016 when these two clubs were born. But to see them dominate the way they are dominating right now wasn't there, but we believed if we kept playing, giving them the exposure, this would happen. And I'm glad that it didn't take us so long. For the past 3 years, this has remained the norm. The Soroti teams are reaching finals and winning this award. We are blessed with talent in Soroti. I think everyone can see that. Everyone that has watched the games, we are blessed with immense talent. And beyond them coming and playing National League here and winning it, we still have, we feel we have work where we want these players, where possible, to network for them and they get opportunities to play international. Because I feel that's when a career in cricket will be worth mentioning. Because they've got a chance, they played here in the local leagues, they've won, they played at the national team, but we feel the life-changing opportunities when these girls get a chance to get international exposure, playing opportunities in countries like South Africa, Zimbabwe, India, Australia, England, I think will be a life changer for us. And for them to get that kind of opportunity, we have to make sure our work is good enough and also improve our stakeholder engagements to open up networks for us so that these doors can open for them. That's the ultimate dream for us, to see a girl from Soroti playing even in the biggest league in the world like the Women's Big Bash and IPL. I think the work continues, it's still work in progress. Like I said earlier, for us, I think we've confirmed in the National League that we are good enough. Even in national secondary girls competitions, we've confirmed that we are good enough. So I think we are now tasked to try and see if we can get opportunities that can expose us to boundaries beyond Uganda, so that our players get a chance to play with players outside this. So that's the ultimate dream. Here we have proven ourselves, but the ultimate goal is, can players from Soroti stand up with some of the best players from other countries? So we'll try to give our players opportunities. We travel to Rwanda in 2024. We want to still try to tour other countries to see where it goes, and also invite clubs from other countries to come and play us. And you never know, that could be a start of exchange programs where we give ourselves a chance to test ourselves against others from other nations. First and foremost, I think we want to get a proper cricket ground in Soroti. We have 3 cricket grounds, but they are astro. So we are working together with the city council and the district to see whether we can get dedicated space for cricket to enable us set up a grass wicket. Without a grass wicket, we can't have an opportunity to host high-level matches. So that is one of the things that we are working on in our strategic plan the next 5 years. Then the other thing is that we want to invite teams from Kampala here and even teams that are across the border to come and play games in Soroti. And hopefully, the bigger dream is that in 5 years, using our facilities, Soroti can host an international match. That is one of our bigger dreams. Then behind the scenes is that we struggle with transport. For us to come and play these games, we incur so many high costs in putting our players on a bus week in, week out to come and play in Kampala. The journeys are long. So we hope that we can, through such interviews, we can, one donor, one organization could be excited and would want to work with us to see how to address our transport challenge and get us a coaster and a bus to ease our movements when coming for games. So those two are the bigger things we want to address. And not forgetting, the other one is networking and partnerships. We want to get partners that can give us equipment. We have equipment, but it's not sufficient, and it's limiting us from playing the cricket that we want. So we hope that we can get partners that can dedicate and give us equipment that is sufficient enough for us to play cricket, jerseys, as well as support these tours that we want to go for. We want to have as much, but we are limited. So we can only go there if we network and get partners that have a similar vision like us. If we had the means, all parents to these cricketers would have been here. But we are limited by the number of people that could travel for this game. But what makes Soroti Cricket Academy strong is that we have strong bonds with everyone that is part of our players. These players, their parents are so key to us because the parents give us these cricketers. The teachers that you see that came today come from the schools that we work with. They are very important because if they didn't open their school gates to us, we would not have access to these cricketers. So today was a day where we wanted all people that have been part of this journey, that have supported us and ensured that these cricketers play the game of cricket. Travel with the teams, come and watch this final, get to understand what Lugogo is and see for themselves how good these players that come from their schools, the parents see for themselves how good their children are. And I believe today has been a successful event because they've had a chance to see for themselves hands-on how this is, and I believe it's going to inspire them to keep supporting them pursue this journey. We are more than proud, and the sky is the limit. Let's keep working hard. This is the start to the many. Like our motto is, building dreams, let's keep working.